In May 1999, a young girl walked into a Hong Kong police station carrying nightmares she could no longer hold alone. What she told detectives led them to a cramped apartment on Granville Road, where they found a Hello Kitty mermaid doll containing a human skull stitched inside and stuffed with dead insects. The victim was 23-year-old Fan Man Yi, a nightclub hostess who had vanished a month earlier over a disputed debt of 20,000 Hong Kong dollars, roughly 2,500 US dollars. Three men, all members of a triad gang, were accused of abducting and torturing her for weeks before her death. Fan was kidnapped in March 1999 by Chan Manlok, 34, Leung Xing Cho, 27, and Leung Wailun, 21. The stated motive was the unpaid debt, but Chan's plan was to force Fan into sex work to recoup the money. She was taken to a multi-bedroom apartment in Sim Shat Sui, Kowloon, and held captive for approximately 1 month. During that time, she endured beatings with metal bars, burns from candle wax, and heated plastic applied to her legs to prevent escape, strangulation with metal wire, and chili powder rubbed into open wounds. She was also administered animal tranquilizers. The psychological control was deliberate. Her captors forced her to smile and claimed she enjoyed the abuse, punishing her more severely if she refused. Fan died between April 14th and 15th, 1999. The exact cause remains uncertain because her body was dismembered and boiled after death. Only her skull, one tooth, and some internal organs recovered from a refrigerator could be examined. That fragmentation would later prove critical in court. After the young witness came forward in May, police raided the apartment and arrested all three men on May 28th. Psychiatric evaluations described them as remorseless and displaying psychopathic tendencies. The trial began in October 2000. Prosecutors laid out the month of horror in painstaking detail, but the jury faced a legal puzzle. Without an intact body, medical examiners could not definitively prove how Fan died or whether the men intended to kill her. After 6 weeks of testimony, the jury voted 6-3 to convict on manslaughter and unlawful imprisonment, not murder. The distinction hinged on intent. The jury accepted the men caused her death through extreme abuse, but could not prove they set out to murder her from the start. On December 7, 2000, Justice Peter Nguyen sentenced all three to life imprisonment with no parole review for 20 years. In his remarks, he said, "Never in Hong Kong in recent years has a court heard of such cruelty, depravity, callousness, brutality, violence, and viciousness." Chan Man-lok and Leung Wailun remain incarcerated in Stanley Prison. The case stands as one of Hong Kong's most disturbing crimes, not only for its brutality, but for the legal question it forced the city to confront. How does a justice system measure intent when the evidence of suffering is overwhelming, but the final moment of death remains out of reach? If this case kept you thinking, subscribe to True Crime News. Each week we break down how real investigations unfold, step by step.